Got some good stuff in today. Phone's almost dead, so I don't have any lighting. The 4-inch lift in for the 300 uses Foreman 500 axles. Nice arched A arms. This was $1,100 or something for all this. Pretty nice bushing quality. Welds are real pretty. Uses the JL Motorsports tabs, of course. And I've got brand new knuckles from Honda. They're real cheap. So the whole front of the bike's gonna be new. Uses 400EX shocks. Comes with these real beefy tie rod ends, which I like that aren't Heinz because they won't get stiff because they're actually gonna have boots and grease in them. Very nice. Just give me about 4 inches of lift. My rear shock also came in. This thing's gonna be a little stiffer than I expected. 12mm coils, but it's all adjustable preload and stuff. And adjustable dampening. I don't know if that's compression or rebound. Probably doesn't really matter. And I got the heat shield in. This is that stuff for all the flares that are melting. It's got like a pretty good layer. Fiberglass insulation on the back of it. I can post a link to it if anyone needs it. But it's pretty hardcore stuff. It should keep your plastics from catching on fire. And I bought this. This is good. I wanted something fast, so I was getting the Polaris. And then that deal fell through, so I took it as a sign that I need to go in a different direction and get something even faster. So I got a 2011 450R. Pretty sweet. Fuel injected, all that good stuff. Steering dampener. Bike's super clean. Original tires, chain sprockets. The tire bike is completely stock. Very low hours. Runs great. And I got the original manual with it, so I'm going to read that to learn about safety. But yeah, so hopefully everything will be going here in a few days. This thing shouldn't take me very long to finish up now that I got all the parts. And so another reason I was making this video. Someone asked me a question today. Shit, I forgot what it was. Whoever it was that kept asking me questions. Oh, someone asked me about foot shift versus electric shift. Foot shift is great. The only reason to not get foot shift is if you're getting it for someone that will damage the bike trying to shift it. Otherwise, like I'm talking about not being sexist, but generally women don't understand how to shift. So the only reason to not get a foot shift, get an ES or a double clutch, is if someone is going to, ride with their foot riding on the shifter and wear the clutches out, or if they're just going to be real brutal with it and try to jam it in gear. Otherwise, get a foot shift. It's cheaper, it's more reliable, it's simpler, easier to diagnose, and did I mention that it's cheaper? The other question I was getting today, I've been trying to sell my Can-Am. Oh yeah, this guy wanted a video of it. I'm trying to sell the Can-Am for like weeks now, right? And people keep asking me, has it been in mud? And I said yes, and because I'm honest. And then they're like, okay, well, has it been sunk? And I'm like, well, no. I mean, water's got in the belt box because it leaked from Can-Am, and water's got in the rear end because it leaked from Can-Am. The bike itself never had water in the engine or in the oil. And then I got a question today, said, what have you had to replace on the Can-Am? And I was honest, I said, transmission stripped out, had to rebuild that. Rear diff stripped out, had to rebuild that. Both rear axles just exploded. Had to put XMR 1000 axles on it. ECU got water in it. I had to move the radiator up because it was overheating. The stock primary was garbage and it was going through belts every ride, so I had to put a CV Tech primary out in a clutch kit and a Maverick belt. There's a stock primary. So this thing is for sale, and everything on it does work right now. Works right now. I'm telling you, I don't know anything that's wrong with it, honestly. Oh, it needs brakes right now because it goes through brakes like every ride. But other than that, everything's working great on it. But it's still a Can-Am. I fixed most of the problems it has from the factory. Overheating fixed with this. Snorkeled very well. Took the whole backing plate off the belt box, sealed that up. Belt's 100% sealed. It's still 3-wheel drive because it's a Can-Am, but nothing I can really do about that. I fixed the suspension sag problems. It's got spacers and all the springs and a lift kit. Rear diff, new rear diff, properly shimmed. Working pretty good. Can't guarantee that because it's a Can-Am, but it is working fine right now, and it's been handling 31-inch Outlaws no problem. And what other issues have I corrected? Oh, new ECU. Very waterproofed, so it should be good to go. And yeah, so if you want a Can-Am, this thing's for sale on stock tires. I think I have it up for like $5,000 or something. It's a deal. Got a lot of money in this thing, and I've addressed all the stupid issues. The reason I'm getting rid of it is because I absolutely disdain, just hate it because of all the money I've had to put into it. So I just don't want to ride it anymore because I hate it. But it actually is pretty fun and works pretty good right now that I've changed everything on it because from Can-Am, it was completely useless. But now it's the Mud Puppy edition, so it's fairly decent. This is also going to be for sale soon if anyone's interested. Um, Let me know. I haven't figured out a price on it yet. It'll be sold just like it is. Um, I'm thinking probably around like 13. I've got over 20 in it. Pretty good deal. I think it's got 500 miles on it. But if you're interested, message me. It's a bad bitch.